Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Seperti biasa, kita ni akan memulakan sesi pembelajaran kita ni dengan berselawat ke atas Rasulullah SAW selama 2 minit. Terlebih dahulu, kita ni membaca 3 niat penting ini. Yang pertama, kami niatkan selawat kami untuk memenuhi perintah Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. Yang kedua, kami niatkan selawat kami untuk memenuhi hak Rasulullah SAW. Dan yang ketiga, kami niatkan selawat kami untuk mendapat syafaat Rasulullah SAW di akhirat kelak. Semoga dengan berselawat, Allah akan membukakan hati dan minda para pelajar untuk menerima ilmu dan memanfaatkan ilmu tersebut di masa akan datang. Disarankan kepada semua pelajar untuk membaca doa di dalam hati selama 2 minit berselawat. Doa untuk kedua orang tua, keluarga, diri sendiri dan apa saja doa yang ingin para pelajar sampaikan. Okay? 2 minutes from now.
اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد 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 اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد
Doa sebelum belajar. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma aftah alaina hikmataka wanshur alaina min hazaini rahmatika ya arhamar rahimin. Ya Allah, bukakanlah ke atas kami hikmat-hikmatmu dan limpahilah ke atas kami khazanah rahmatmu. Wahai yang maha pemurah lagi maha penyayang.
Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Ya Rabbku, lapangkanlah untukku dadaku dan mudahkanlah untukku urusanku dan lepaskanlah kekakuan dari lidahku, supaya mereka mengerti perkataanku.
Amin.
Amin, amin, amin. Ya Rabbal Alamin. Today we will learn subtractions of integers. Can you please get ready with your notes, page 18, your worksheet, page 17 and 18, okay? Again, pay attention. You have 2 tasks. Number one, you need to watch this video lesson and complete your notes. And second one, you need to complete the worksheet, okay? After that, you need to take photo and upload your notes and your worksheet into your Google Classroom. Next, learning outcomes. What you're going to target in this topic, okay? That is what we call as learning outcomes. At the end of this topic, you should be able to subtract positive and negative integers, including through using number lines and other models, okay? And the second one, I want you to practice, okay? Applying these rules of integer when negative and negative meet each other, it will become positive, okay? When plus, positive and negative will meet each other, it will become negative, okay? I will explain this part again later on, alright? Subtraction of integers. Rule for subtractions of integer. To subtract an integer, we add its opposite, okay? For example, the opposite of 4 is negative 4, okay? And another one, I'm going to introduce to you with this one. If in one expression, minus meet with minus, it will become plus, okay? But the answer remain negative, right? If plus meet with minus, it will become minus. But the answer follow the sign of bigger number. For examples, here, okay? Minus meet with minus like this, right? So it will become plus. So, you calculate this one as in 4 plus 3, which is 7. But the answer should be remain negative. So, here we should still put negative here. Okay. And another example, here we have negative and plus. Okay. Minus and plus, and it will become minus. Alright. And in your mind, it should be 15 minus 4, which is 11. Okay. But you need to look at which one is bigger value, 15 or 4. Here we can see 15 is bigger than 4. So we need to follow the sign in front of 15, which is minus, like this. Okay. And the last one, so with minus and plus, we still with minus this one. Okay. In your mind, it should be 20 minus 6. Okay. 20 minus 6 will be 14. Alright. But to see the final answer, you must look at the value 6 and 20. Which one is bigger? 20 is bigger, right? And follow the sign for bigger number, which is plus. So here it should be positive 14. If it is a positive number, you don't need to put plus here, okay? You don't need to put that plus, okay? Just like this, right? Okay, let us proceed with example. Evaluate 12 minus bracket minus 8 using a number line and without using a number line, alright? Now, when we recall the rules to subtract an integer, we need to add its opposite, right? And in this situation, we need to add the opposite of negative 8, which is 8, correct? So 12 plus 8. Now, we put the numbering. We start from 12 and we add 8, okay? 2, 4, 6, 8, which is the answer is 20, alright? Please copy this down into your notes. Now, when we're applying without using a number line, as you can see here, this minus meet with this minus. Okay, so in this situation, this minus minus will become plus. Alright, so it will become like this. 12 plus 8 will give you 20. Right? Okay, example 5. Evaluate -2 -4 using a number line. And another one without using a number line. I will give you 1 minute to try. Okay, now, as usual for number line, you need to draw all the lines and the numbers. As you can see here, rule to subtract an integer, we add its opposite. Okay, now, here we have -2 -4. So -2 plus, okay, plus the opposite of 4 will be -4. Okay, we proceed with the number line and we start from -2. This one. Okay, so we plus -4. If we recall the rules for additions of integer, when we add negative integers, we need to move to your left. So we need to move to the left, sorry, to the left by 4 steps. So your final answer will be -6. Without using number line, okay, here we can see minus meet with minus. So minus with minus will become plus. Alright, so in your mind, 4 plus 2, which is 6, correct? But the answer remain negative. Okay, the answer remain negative. Or in other way, you can apply this housing method. The first one is plus and the second one minus housing. Okay, now refer back to this value. You look at the sign in front of each of this value. If the sign in front of each value is minus, you put it in the minus house. Okay, so 2 in front of 2 is minus, so 2. 4 in front of 4 is minus, so put 4 in the minus house. Okay, then after that you add whatever inside the box. If you see here in plus housing, nothing, so just leave it like this. So here in negative housing, in minus housing, we have to enforce, so plus become 6. Then before you finalize your answer for housing method, you need to look at where that box allocate. Okay, if you see here, this box allocate under negative housing, okay, under minus housing. So your final answer will be -6, like that. Okay. Okay, example 6, evaluate the following without the use of a number line. Practically in exam, you need to know how to apply the rules. You need to know how to solve these questions even without the number line. Okay, but in exam, if you want to use number line to solve these questions, it's up to you. Which one is much easier to you, just do it. Okay, but now without the use of a number line. Okay, so in this case, you need to apply the rules and techniques to solve these questions, right? Now, I will give you 1 minute to try. Okay, now, as we discussed earlier, if the sign meet like this, we need to settle it first. Okay, so when minus meet with minus, it will become plus. So your next step will be -1 plus 2 plus 3. If you're able to calculate this value, so just proceed with the final answer. If no, you can use this housing method. Okay, the first house will be plus and the second house will be minus. Right, now you look at the sign in front of the number. If it is a negative sign, so put it in negative house. All right, at the minus house. And when it is a plus, put it in the plus house. Okay, like this. So your next box will be to add all whatever in that box like this. Alright, 2 plus 3 is 5, so 1. Then you look at bigger number, okay? 5 and 1, you look at bigger number, so 5 is bigger than 1, correct? So on that bigger number, draw another box after it, like this, okay? So you subtract 5 minus 1. Become 4. Now, to conclude your answer, you look at the house, okay? If this 4 belong to plus house, so this 4 will be positive integer, okay? So your final answer is 4. The last questions, -19 minus bracket -3 plus -8, okay? I will give you 1 minute to try. Okay, now here we can see minus meet with minus, plus meet with minus. Okay, so we settle that one first. We settle this one. So minus meet with minus will become plus, plus meet with minus will become minus. Okay, so it will become -19 plus 3 minus 8. Okay, if you're able to calculate this one without the housing method, so you can proceed with the final answer. If no, you can use this housing method to help you. Okay, the first house is plus and the second house is minus. Again, look at the sign in front of the value. If the sign in front of the value is minus, so put this 19 in minus sign, like this. 3 is positive, so 3 here. 8 is negative, so 8 here. Right? Then the next box, you need to add any values in each box. 19 plus 3 19 plus 8 will become 27, and here is 3. Again, you look at bigger number, 27 and 3. 27 is bigger number, so put another box below it, okay, below this 27. Then you need to subtract 27 minus with 3. So your answer will be 24. Now, before you finalize your answer, before you write down your final answer, you look at this 24. Is this 24 belong to positive or negative housing? Okay. If you can see here, this 24 belong to the negative housing in this minus box. Okay. So your final answer will be minus 24, negative 24. This will be the end for our slide, subtraction of integers. After this, you should be able to complete your worksheet. And after we complete all this part, we will moving on with the multiplications of integers and also the word problems. Okay, so hopefully, if you still confused with addition and subtractions of integer, you need to revise again. And if you still confused, you can text and ask. Alright, this will be our last for this lesson. Don't forget to complete your notes and your worksheet and upload to your Google Classroom. Thank you so much, and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Doa selepas belajar. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma inni astaudi'uka ma 'allamtani fardudhu ilayya inda hajati ilaihi wala tansani ya rabbal alamin. Ya Allah, sesungguhnya aku menitipkan padamu ilmu-ilmu yang telah engkau ajarkan kepadaku, dan kembalikanlah kepadaku sewaktu aku memerlukannya kembali. Dan janganlah engkau lupakan aku kepada ilmu itu, wahai Tuhan yang memiliki semesta alam. Amin.